Hi, today what I'm going to show you how to make is mashed potato pie. My family loves it. It's very simple. You buy potatoes. I used a little over 3 pounds. You can use a 5-pound bag. And what I usually try to buy is Yukon Gold because they have a buttery taste. They're very good. So before my family came, I boiled the potatoes. We're now going to put them through a colander and then put them on the table, and I'm going to show you. I rice my potatoes. Now, if you don't happen to have a ricer, I want to show you what it is. Okay? If you don't happen to have a ricer, that's okay. Your potato pie is not going to be as smooth. So you can do it with a mash or whatever you can. Do not put it in a blender because that's when your potatoes will come like glue. That's the worst thing you can do. And then I'm going to show you what ingredients to put in. It's very simple. I want to introduce you to my grandson. Come here, Jonas. He's been doing this with me for 5 years. He's grown taller, and I think I've grown shorter and wider, but I love him anyway, even though he's taller than Grandma. So he's going to help me because the pot is kind of heavy. We're going to strain the mashed potato. We're going to strain the potatoes, in the colander, and then I'm going to show you what to do. Now, the potatoes have boiled. They even boiled quite a bit. So what we're going to do, we're going to put as many as we can in the ricer, and then my grandson is going to put them in here. And I'm going to show you the consistency. It almost looks like spaghetti. It comes out very good. So if you don't have a ricer, don't worry. They'll still be good. Okay, honey, be careful. You're strong, Grandma's not. Okay, I just want to show the camera. You see the consistency? It looks like spaghetti almost. It comes so nice and fluffy when you use the ricer. The potatoes come so much better. Before I start mixing everything, I put a very thin layer of breadcrumbs on the bottom. Just a thin layer. It makes the potatoes almost like a pie. Comes out very good, but don't put a lot. Okay, so now, for 3.5 pounds, this is a half of a pound mozzarella. So I used half a pound. I cut it into pieces. Now, like I said, I didn't have any pepperoni, so I decided to put some prosciutto in. I don't even know how it's going to be. But you don't have to put anything at all. It's up to you. But if I get, when I do put pepperoni, I go to the deli counter and ask them to slice about 3 or 4 slices very thin. And that's what I use. I'm going to use a half a pound, half a stick of butter. And then I'm going to see the consistency. And I don't measure, but I would say, let's put 4 tablespoons of cheese. Okay? And now I use a fork because you don't want to lose the consistency of these potatoes. So I don't mash them down. I use a fork to make them, try to keep them exactly the way they are now. And this is basically it. It's very simple. It's very good if you make a roast. Tonight I happen to be making a loin of pork. But if you want to make a roast beef or something, and it's very good. It's a delicious way to serve mashed potatoes. Okay, and now I'm going to put them in here. Jonas, can you help Grandma because the pan is kind of heavy, honey? Just hold it for me, please. Thank you. Okay. And now you flatten it out. And I get the fork and I make almost little grooves in it because I'm going to add some extra cheese and a little bit of butter and some paprika on top. And what that does, it gives it color. If you don't have it, don't worry about it. It's nothing that you have to have. Okay? I'm going to add some cheese on top. Not too much. You just want to... It adds a nice color. And the paprika. Okay. And a few dabs of butter. And it's ready for the oven. And I would say 350, and I would say for about 30 minutes. You'll see it. Sometimes it makes a crust around the edges, which is what I like. But everything is basically cooked in here. So don't worry that it's not going to... And that's what it looks like when it's raw, and I'll show you what it looks like when it comes out of the oven, okay? I had it in the oven at 350 for 30 minutes, and then I realized I wanted it a little more crispy. So I raised the oven to 400 for another 10 minutes. You do what you like. If you don't like it crispy, but this is the way it looks. Wait for at least 10 minutes before you cut it. And I hope you enjoy it. I hope you watch my videos. Please. It'll get me and my grandson more revenue. And hoping to see you again. Send in all your thoughts of what you want me to make next. Thank you. Have a good day.